So wolves have been like the enemy of video games forever, like a grunt, like a fucking, they're, like they're always there to kill you. They always want to kill you. They're never like docile in any way. Wolves are like, they're like a staple of video game bad guys. They will always be enemies in video games. They're like drones. They just want to hone in on you and kill you because like that's what wolves do, right? They kill people.
No.
Because like, let's face it, in real life, wolves are like really important to like the world and everything around them and everything. They're like actually useful animals that are a part of like an ecosystem and everything. They don't just like they're not mindless drones. They don't kill people and everything like that. And they keep the balance in nature and all that, and they're a vital part of the world. In video games, they are like most often just portrayed like mindless enemies that the player can kill because there's always like a need for something to happen, like an animal to come kill you. Like if you look at like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something, wolves in that game are like fucking menaces to society. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of killing them. I think, in all honesty, this is it's not only inaccurate in the way it's portrayed with the animals and everything. It's like perpetuating a harmful stereotype of wolves. Because I feel like if you think of a wolf in real life, you're probably gonna be like, oh well, they're just dangerous. Stay away from. I mean, do stay away from them. Don't fuck with wolves in real life. If you see one after this video, don't try to pet it. It will probably like that's provoking it. You don't want to provoke a wolf. That would suck. But it's not really. It is a harmful stereotype to portray wolves as like horrible creatures that will always try to kill you. Because honestly, they're pretty fantastic, and I don't think it's fair to the animal to treat them as like this horrible killing machine. So I'd like to see kind of like something in games where they change this and, make wolves more like normal, like how they are in real life, like having them hunt and roam. And like, especially if it's like Red Dead 2 where you can hunt, I feel like you should be able to see wolves hunt and like hunt with them even, because that's a thing that does happen in real life sometimes. Like wolves will help people hunt, or they'll hunt alongside people and not like kill them all the time. That's not a thing that just always happens, and they should just genuinely coexist with you, the player, and like other people and the world around them as they do in real life. Here's some statistics for people who are big numbers people. If you look, sharks are something that it's like the aquatic version of wolves. They're kind of seen in a bad light where they're always dangerous, like people are scared of sharks and everything. And what you'll see is that sharks kill or attack around 60 people per year unprovoked, which is not as much as you'd expect, or maybe a little more than you would expect. But unprovoked attacks on sharks are annually around 60, and you'd think it'd be about the same or even more with wolves, since more people tend to stay on land and would have more of a chance to be around wolves, but you'd actually be fucking wrong. There's only been 67 cases of wolves attacking people unprovoked in the past 20 years, between 2002 and 2020. So in about 20 years, there might be like a few more by now. But in the past 20 years, they've literally attacked unprovoked less people than sharks did this year. Not this year, 2023, but like in the past year, sharks have attacked more people than wolves have attacked in the past 20 years. So that's about how dangerous wolves are to people in general when they're unprovoked. I'm not counting provoked attacks and rabid wolves because that's not really a fair comparison. Rabid wolves aren't gonna be the same as like non-rabid wolves, you know. And if you provoke a wolf, fuck you. You kind of deserve to die, honestly.
Do not be afraid. You are safe. Good. Good boys.
Yes.
Good girls.
But I think portraying wolves in this way that video games does, where they're always an enemy to fight and that they're always trying to kill you, I don't think it's good, and I think we should work to kind of change the way that wolves are seen in video games and movies and everything to make it so they're more realistic to life and not just making them so mean. And if you would want to replace them with something like, oh, but wolves are so there's such a known presence in movies and games and everything as enemies, switch them with wild dogs. Wild dogs do tend to be very, very angry and aggressive and do tend to actually attack people unprovoked far more often than wolves. Wolves as wild animals are far less aggressive than wild dogs. So if you want to change it with something, change it with wild dogs. It's actually something that The Witcher did really well. In The Witcher, they tended to say that wild dogs are a lot worse than wolves, but then they still made wolves an enemy, which is fucking annoying. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I just generally think that we should change the way, we should try to get game developers to change the way that they portray wolves in games. And same with like movies and TV and everything. Just I think that in non-fiction settings, we should portray wolves a lot differently than we do now, because it's not fair to wolves, gives wolves a bad name. Wolves are amazing creatures that are very docile in real life and tend not to attack people most of the time unless they're dicks and provoke them, in which case it's kind of well-deserved. But I did want to create a Twitter hashtag. I want you guys to use this anytime you talk about like wolves and video games and everything, if you wouldn't mind. So I actually do want to create some change here. I actually want to do something. So we're going to use the hashtag respectthewolf. It's a long-ass hashtag, and it's probably going to take up most of your characters, so do with that what you will, or tell me, like, comment a better hashtag. I don't know, I thought of respect the wolf, and then tweet that out to developers and stuff, and tell them that they should not make wolves enemies, because I'm tired of killing them. It's really sad whenever I have to kill wolves, and I hate it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching this video out of like the other 4 or 5 videos that are here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys, and have a good rest of your night. Good night.